Dude, I'm so bored. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm getting bored of stuff. It's no longer fun anymore. It's getting repetitive and just boring. Like, I don't know, like, guys are envious because they want positions that you have or whatever. They want the things you have and all these different kinds of things. But they don't want to work for it. Like, they don't want to work for it. They don't understand the burdens that come with it. They don't understand the responsibilities. They don't understand anything. They're just children that just see something and they just want it and they don't really understand anything that goes with it. And then they get upset at you. They become hostile. They put their lives in danger when you guys could have been allies or friends. You could have helped them. They could have helped you. All these different kind of things, but they're just so impulsive in their nature. Like, it is annoying, like, when I see, like, interviews or I see things that people come across people, and it's like, oh, man, okay, cool, someone, unique. What do they have to offer? What kind of person are they? And then they're just, like, you can tell they've just been gaslight their whole life and everything like that. I'm the opposite. I've never been gaslight, ever. Yeah, I've never been gaslighted ever. People don't gaslight me. It's the opposite. People just shame me and put me down and everything like that. But I don't know. I just find it really annoying because then it's like, ugh. So they see you have something, they're gonna start hating on you and all these different kind of things. Like, I just get, like, for like most people, when like hate comes, like they become upset or everything like that, or angry or heartbroken or whatever. I just become annoyed. I'm just like, dude, this is why, man. Like, why? Like, just why? It's so boring. Why do you want to, like, why? Like, there's like so many people who, like, they want to be the greatest at that. They want to be number one. They want to be this. They want to be that. All these different things. But they don't fucking work for it. Okay, you want to be better than me or better than the next person or whatever, you gotta outwork these people. You gotta put the work in. Like, you gotta work hard for these things. You want these things, you gotta work for them. All I know is work, you know? Like, that's all my fucking life has been, just working all the fucking time. But some of y'all, man, you guys be having luxuries, man. You guys just get to relax all the time. You have family that cares about you, all these different kinds of things. You have people who look out for you. Like, I look at it. Like, I look at you guys because you guys put everything on the internet now. You guys have all this stuff, all these people who love and adore you, all these things. And, it's good to, like, have people who, like, care for you and support you and remind you what you can do, but you also have to be realistic with things too, because, like, certain things I'ma get because I was just destined to achieve these things because I just worked so fucking hard for these things. And I notice it bothers some people, but I mean, if you want a simulation of my perspective, I can gladly give you that. Gladly give you that. You come in my world. If if you can't handle it, then you gotta go. I don't have patience. I work really hard, really hard. I'm tired of seeing all these people get upset and like, it doesn't bother me. I'm not afraid of it. I don't fear it. I don't get, like, I'm not intimidated by any of that stuff. I'm just annoyed. It's just fuck. It's like, dude, like, why every person I come across, they have to be in their ego and they have to be so entitled. Like, no one wants to work for anything. Oh, I'm so hardworking and this and that, bro. All you do is just sit around, play your dick all day, and fucking watch watch YouTube and play video games all day and smoke all day. It's nothing wrong with smoking, but like, a lot of y'all just smoke and do nothing. Like, when I smoke, I get high and I start working. Like, I start doing stuff. Like, I always be working and productive. So like anyone comes at me with that stuff, bro, I just don't care. Like I really don't fucking care. Like all this shit's just so fucking boring. And then all the women out here have no dignity. They just wanna fuck everything they see and then just manipulate people and use people and all these different kinds of things, bro. It's just all these games are just so boring, man. It's just so boring. Don't you guys get bored doing the same shit all the time? Don't you get bored just lying about your life and acting like you're someone that you're not? Like, people need to give you guys a reality check. You're not as amazing as you think you are. You've been gaslit your whole life. You need to work harder. I'm tired of seeing, because I don't like mediocrity. I like greatness. It inspires me, you know. But when these people be like, "Oh, I'm so great. Oh, I'm so this. Oh, I'm so that," and then people are so quick, they like these people or whatever. They're so quick to say, "Oh, this and that. Oh, they're so amazing. They're legendary or this or that." And I look at them like, "Okay, cool. You're nice. Okay, someone who's really capable." And then I just see they don't know anything. They've just been gaslighted into that position. See, this is how corruption comes about when you guys give people positions that they don't deserve, and you guys just give them the world and everything like that. You they you fraud them. They're pretty much like a fraud. And I'm not coming at anyone like that, but like I'm just being honest. It's just the reality of the situation. It's the reality of the state of the planet. A lot of people were gaslighted into these positions, and it's just boring, you know? It reminds me of like Fairy Tale. Oh yeah, bro, I was in Fairy Tale, like the first episode of Fairy Tale. When like Natsu and Happy were walking around, they were looking for Igneo, and then um Lucy was trying to get into Fairy Tale, and then like some guy claimed he was like Igneo and everything like that, just for like attention, so that he can like charm girls to like him and everything like that. For God knows what. And he Lucy thought that he was Igneo, but he wasn't, and then fucking Nazi thought he was Igneo. Well, no, Nazi didn't think he was Igneo. He saw him, he's like, "That's not fucking Igneo." And yeah, it was just like fake shit, you know? It's just what it reminds me of. There's just so many frauds, so many people. Like, people, like, you need a reality check, man. Like, when it comes to me, like, I don't gaslight people. I don't lie to people. I'm not gonna tell you anything. If I say you're good at something, you're good at something. If I say you're bad at something, you're bad at something. Like, I don't even give myself, like, even when I'm capable of something and or I'm worthy of something, like, I don't claim things that I don't deserve 100%. Like, you gotta, like, people go into these positions and these prestigious things and status and all these different things so early. Like, everyone be calling each other kings and queens and shit. Like, you're 20 years old, what the fuck are you a king of? You're 10 years old, what the fuck are you a queen of? You should be a prince, you should be a princess first. There's nothing wrong with those things. Like, what are you the king of? Or what are you the queen of? Do you understand what it means to be a king? Do you understand what it means to be a queen? Do you understand these things? You understand what it means to be a goddess? Do you understand what it means to be a god? No, you don't understand any of these things. People just want to feel important all the fucking time. Instead of trying to feel important all the time, you should feel, you should have, like, you should have integrity, and you should have honor in whatever you have. I mean, whatever you're claiming to be. Like, I'm not really into pride, because pride can be really like toxic. I'm into honor. Honor is like the less like the it's not it's pretty much like the same thing, but like honor is not toxic. It's like pride's like the toxic version of honor. But yeah, I don't know. I just get really just bored of so much because everything's just so fake, and And then like it just bothers me because I'm like, oh man, like it just messes my like it kind of messes up my the way how I see people. Cause I'm starting to I see people and they claim this and they claim that. Cause I'm a very I guess this is just a thing in pure-hearted people. I'm just very like this is all experience to me. I'm learning from you humans. I'm learning from creatures and beings that I see. So a lot of things I'm seeing for the first time, and I'm like, oh wow, okay, they're saying this, they're saying that. So, and I'm a very honest person. So when I see things compared to what you're saying, and then I see that it's not matching up, I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Why are you lying to me? You know, you're saying you're great, but I'm not saying greatness. You're saying this, but I'm not saying that. And then on top of that, people keep gaslighting all the time. When you feel like you don't have when you don't feel as accomplished as someone else or someone's better than you, you start complaining and you start getting angry and all these different kinds of things. Like I don't like that. It's annoying. I don't understand why people can't just fucking people just settle for like they I don't get it. Y'all just don't want to work for anything. You just want to have everything given to you. Like I don't want to work for anything. That's just boring, man. I don't know. Do what you want to do with your life. But if you see me with things that you want or whatever, don't come over here. Come over here because we work hard over here. We work hard. Like I have no remorse. I have no empathy for anyone who doesn't work hard and or understands the positions that they're in or any or all that kind of stuff. They just want to be this or want to be that. You just want that because you just want attention or you just want to feel important. You don't actually understand the responsibility of what you're claiming to be or what you want to be. You don't understand it. Like look at Naruto. Look at like Boruto. Like at Naruto. Like he became the Hokage. You see how fucking that's responsibility. It's not like okay, I just want to be Hokage just to be, you know, just so people can like me and feel important and everything like that. Like no, like he needs to protect the village. Like that's the whole point. The strongest, be the strongest shinobi in the village so that you can protect the village. That's work. You know, like a lot of you guys don't understand the things that you want. So sometimes a lot of you guys, you just want to sit back and do nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. Sit back and do nothing. But if you're gonna sit back and do nothing, don't try to make it seem like okay, but I'm this, I'm the greatest this, I'm the greatest that, or I want to be this and that, and you're upset at these people who are fucking working their asses off, becoming what you in your head want to be, but your body doesn't want to be. You don't want to actually work for it, you know, or whatever. Like, no, stay in your lane, know who you are, and stay in your lane instead of trying to merge in others' lanes and going slow as fuck in that lane and trying to mess with them and everything like that. Like, everyone's not meant to be everything, you know? Just because you see something doesn't mean you're meant to be it, you know? Like, you know, I appreciate chefs and stuff like that. You know, they make food. I would never want to be a chef. I wouldn't want to do that. I appreciate, you know, people who I appreciate a lot of jobs, a lot of people, a lot of positions, a lot of different things, but I would never want to do that because it's not me. It's not what I want to do. But some people, they just see how important these people seem to be and all these different kinds of things, but they don't really actually understand why they're important or why people look at them the way they do. So it's because of what goes into that. It's deeper than just like the incentives. All you guys just look at the rewards and everything like that. But they have these rewards, these incentives because they deserve them because of what they're doing. It's an exchange. It's an energy exchange for what they're doing. You guys gotta start educating yourself a little more. because that incompetence is gonna hurt you. You're becoming you're a little too ignorant. You don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm just warning people because I have no, like, I'm not like all these other artists you see. I'm not like these other artists of the past. I'm an arbiter before I'm an artist. So understand that, like, all these like petty things, all this stuff, I see it before it even happens. Like, I have no patience for it. I don't care. I'm not emotionally tied to it. I just don't care. It just fucking annoys me. That's all it does. It doesn't anger me or anything. It just annoys me, and I just keep going with it. Okay, whatever the fuck that was, bye, get on my face, and I keep on pushing with my life. I'm not really tied to a lot of this stuff. So I just want you to understand that. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say. Um, yeah, you know, know what you want to do in your life and just own that path. Look at Naruto, look at the ramen guy. He was just a ramen guy. And he's beloved. He did his thing, bro. He's not like, oh, Naruto, I want to be a ninja like Naruto and everything. Like no, he just owned his part. Same thing like with Haruka. All these different people, you own your part. Be who you want to be and just own it, you know? There's nothing wrong with, like, live your life the way how you want to live your life. This is how I want to live my life. But don't live your life one way and then see something else and be like, oh, I want to be that, but I don't want to work for it. So fuck that person. No, that's how you get hurt. Because someone who actually values their life and values the work that they put in, they will never let a pest mess with them like that. Because you're a pest if you do that. Only pests lurk in places where they shouldn't be at. Only pests try to make nests in places that aren't their own. That's trespassing. That's a pest. Pests do that shit. I don't have pests in my homes. I don't have mice in my homes. I don't have insects in my homes that be like that. Some insects come in, they be chill. I kick their asses out. I don't be having anything in my homes that be trying to, trying to take over. Fuck that. I can easily take over the fucking nature and shit like that, but why would I do that? Because I honor your place. So you can have your place, I can have my place. I can visit your place. Hi, hey, how are you doing? Visit my place. Oh, hey, how are you doing? But you should never try to take over other people's things. It's pretty much just what I'm trying to say. So yeah, but do what you want to do. It's your life. Do what you want to do. It doesn't really bother me. I don't really care. I'm just telling you that it just annoys me. But it doesn't like make me emotional or anything. It's just more so, it's just so more, it doesn't really annoy me as much. It just disappoints me. I guess that's what makes me annoyed. People disappoint me so much. I be having expectations in them. They'd be like, oh, I'm so great. Oh, I'm so good. I work so hard, this, that. I'm like, okay, nice, cool. I work hard. Okay, cool. Let me see what you're capable of. And then I just see it, and it's just it just disappoints me. That's why, like, I like to be alone, cause when I start like really liking somebody, like not like romantically or anything, like when I'm like, oh man, like this is how I used to do with my little brother, like when I have expectations for someone, I expect for them to go into their full potential, or at least like a good amount of it. But if you just want to be lazy and not really work for anything and just live a a solemn life, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like there should be a mixture. But if you don't want to work for what you want to be, then it's just like what the fuck's the fucking point of anything, you know? Like, I get so disappointed in people because like they just don't really work hard for anything. That's why, like, all these people, bro, who be complaining, they be on death corner and all this kind of stuff, and they don't take accountability for their lives. I have no remorse. I don't care. Die. I don't care. I really don't care at all. Because all I see in my eyes, all I see are people who just aren't taking responsibility for their lives. They complain to these people, all these different things. I just listen, I just watch, and I'm just like, but why aren't you taking accountability for your life? If that's what you want, then work for it. All you do is just complain and just watch everybody else. You don't do anything that you want. If you want to be, people don't understand this. If anything, look at the NBA. Like, the NBA is so fucking talented. Like, a lot of guys are so talented. Like, people talk about, oh, you can never be greater than this guy or that guy or whatever. Why not? If you outwork that person, then why not? If you work really hard and you put the work in and everything like that, and you're really devoted to it, then why can't you? Like, this is what I have no remorse, because people who are like, who complain that they're not this or that, is because you're not working for it. Work for it and you can become it. If you're not working for it, I don't want to hear shit from you. Suffer. If you suffer, maybe that'll make you better. Suffer in the fucking gym. Work for what you want. Like, I have no remorse for any of that shit, man. None of it. Unless you're like in a bad, like a really bad situation, I understand it. But like, you gotta take accountability for your life. Otherwise, why are you living? If you're just suffering and you're just trying to take it out on others, just die. Don't take other people with you. Just die. Just suffer. Just die already. That's how I see things. That's how my mind and soul works. I just see this shit for what it really is. I don't really sugarcoat things. My mask sugarcoats things, but me in actuality, I really don't care. Because if you're not gonna embrace your purpose or go all out in it or whatever, then why are you even here? If you're just gonna try to just mess with other people, why? Do we really need people like that here? I don't really think so. I don't think so at all. If you ask me, you can just fucking suffer. But yeah, I just get disappointed so easily, so fast. I don't think there's ever been a person that I met that had expectations and that didn't disappoint me. But that's also a reflection of myself, because I also be thinking, oh, people should be like me or this or that, or whatever, or similar. When I'm one of a kind. Everyone's one of a kind, but I can't expect for everyone to be like me. It's too early for that, you know? But yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, I don't know, I do get disappointed a lot. Even like, it's even getting to the point where I'm like, okay, you don't have to be like me, but at least like be you. And I still get disappointed because people keep falling into these temptation traps, into like societal shit, into like the normalcy and everything like that, and they keep selling themselves short. They waste their time when they can, they could build their skills, they could build themselves up, become who they want to be, but they just waste their time doing nothing. And then it pisses me off too, because I don't like that shit. And then my family keeps acting like I'm not. I'm not mediocre. I don't like mediocrity. Mediocrity is disgusting. Like, people think I'm just like laying in bed all day doing nothing. Like, I'm educating myself and I'm learning different things. I'm always challenging myself. I'm never just doing nothing. My family's been pissing me off too. Like, I can't, like, my grandma won't let me be in the home for a weekend by myself. And then she always makes up some kind of excuse. Like, I remember the first time, when I was here, like, back in March, like, February, she was having problems with her TV. It kept going off. It was karma. It was her karma. She doesn't realize these things, but it was her karma that kept messing with the TV. And I remember she was trying to ghost, like, on a trip. And, I didn't want to go at first. And then she's like, you can't be here by yourself because the electricity is acting up, or blah, blah, blah. But really, it was just her side of the house that was doing that, like her room, because it was her karma that was doing that, because of what she kept doing. That's what happens when people keep fucking with me. Things start messing up, and it's annoying. I just wish that they could just do what they're supposed to do instead of doing things that they're not supposed to be doing. And it makes it worse because when I listen to her, she knows not to do certain things, but she keeps doing it. That's like lately she's been saying I feel so panicky and everything like that, all these different things. It's because of the way you're treating me. You already know you're supposed to be like a woman of God and all these different kinds. Like this is the shit that pisses me off and just disappoints me. It just makes me so detached. Like listening to people and then they're like, "Oh, I'm the super religious person. I go to church all the time. Oh, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do that. Oh, God said this. God said that." But I watch you, and I listen to you, and this shit doesn't add up. Like, bro, like people just are just I don't know. So I don't really focus on like regular people. I focus more so on just like pure heart people and like potential leaders and stuff like that. Like if you don't have a pure heart, I don't really care. You know, I'll be cool with you and everything like that, but I'll never get too close to you because I just know that you're just gonna disappoint me. I'm not gonna be stimulated in the way that I want to be because you're just not. You don't know what you're doing. A lot of us don't, but like you're you don't think for yourself. And you don't follow your soul. You're tempted by your mind too much, by the minds of others. But yeah, bro, I'm just so all this shit's just so fucking boring, dude. All this shit, man. This is boring. It just bores me so much. It's not fun. It was fun at first, but now I learned everything. So now it's boring. Like in this situation, it's just boring now. And it's getting to the point where I can't really create the way I want to create. So I can't make music. I don't have freedom. I don't have all these different things. It's boring. It feels like I've been in prison for like a year. This place. It feels like it. It really feels like it. Like seriously. But yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, I don't know. All this stuff just really just it's just so dull. But it's whatever. But yeah.